Hello. Happy Wednesday and happy March. March 1st. Wow. I can't believe it's March already. And March 1st is my birthday. So thanks for joining me on my birthday today and celebrating with me. Welcome to Here's the Story. I'm Amy Storrie, and I am the host of Here's the Story. That sounds funny. I'm so glad you joined me today. Oh, look, a bunch of people already there. Yay! Thanks, y'all. Thanks, Rhonda, Lanza, Brenda. So glad y'all are joining me. So I knew that it would fall on my birthday today. Oh, hi, Susan. Thank you. But I didn't want to cancel because, it's Wednesday and I need to do Here's the Story. So I thought I'd do something fun since it's my birthday and do a little bit longer class today. I've got 4 projects instead of 3. And, my deal is that I'm offering all of these projects for free with a minimum order. So you have from today, March 1st through March 7th. And if you use the host code that is right up there on the screen, and it's also on a post too if you need it. If you place a minimum order of $35, I'm going to send you the project supply packets for all 4 of these projects. They won't be stamped, so you'll need the stamps and inks and stuff that I'm using today, or you can just substitute with a floral set that you already have. I think you can make it work with lots of different floral sets, but I think you're going to want this one once you see it. It's really, really cute. But anyway, so I'll send those, and if your order is $50 or more, I'm going to also throw in a full package of the beautiful embellishments that are part of this suite called loose, what are they called? Loose frosted dots. I'll show them to you in a minute. Anyway, so that's my special for the week, and I just wanted to do something fun for my birthday. So let me get off of this face cam and switch over to my desk camera, and because I want to show you this suite. So here's the deal. Stampin' Up. Okay, wait, I want to talk to you for a second. I'm going to do both cameras for a minute because I feel weird when I'm talking sometimes and I can't see you. Well, I can't see you anyway, but I feel like I can see you if I'm looking at the camera. Anyway, so here's the deal with the online exclusive. Starting today, March 1st, Stampin' Up! Is doing a new section on the online store called Online Exclusives. And these will be released 3 times a year, like new things will be released. They'll stay on the online store as long as inventory is there. Sometimes they'll reorder inventory, sometimes they won't. But anyway, so in March, July, and November, those are the 3 months during the year when there'll be new online exclusives. So the online exclusives means they are not featured in any printed publication. So they're not in any of the catalogs. You can only find them online. You can order them on any type of order, but you just don't see them except for in the online store. The great thing about that is that means Stampin' Up! Can really be very up-to-date and trendy with things that are trending in the market, because they work on those publications like 2 years in advance to get the catalogs done. So, 2 years ago, they already knew what was about to come out in the catalog in May. So, I think these online exclusives are going to be great. So anyway, that's what they are, and that's what I'm featuring today. So this suite is one of the things that are on there. It's called Irresistible. Well, the suite's called Hello Irresistible for the whole suite of products. And you can do one code and order all of this stuff. Or it's all available individually. And this is available also as a bundle. The Irresistible Blooms bundle, which is, I think it's so cute. Now, I know what you're thinking, I've got so many floral things. Do I need more flowers? I thought the same thing, but then I saw this and I'm like, yes, I do need this one, because number one, the flowers are really cute and kind of whimsical looking, which is kind of my thing. Oh, hey, Denise. My buddy Denise is watching. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Janie. So glad y'all are watching today. But anyway, so it's kind of whimsical, which is kind of my thing. I go more towards cute and whimsical versus like natural looking stuff. That's just my personal taste. Everybody's different. But also the number two thing is that the font. I love, love, love the font in this. I think it's really cute. So I knew I wanted this, so I got the whole suite. But anyway, so these are what I'm going to be using today. The rest of the suite is this paper, Hello Irresistible Designer Series paper. And let me see if I can fan these out a bit. It is a pack of 6x6 Designer Series paper, and the colors, it's got Flirty Flamingo, it's got Petal Pink, soft Seafoam, and then you may, those of you that have been around with Stampin' Up! A while, may recognize this blue color is Pretty Peacock. Remember Pretty Peacock and Lost Lagoon? Those are two former in colors that apparently are coming back. Now, we can't get them right now, but I'm assuming that in May we're going to be able to get those colors again. Maybe, hint, hint, there might be a color refresh. We have not been told that for sure. I am just speculating, but I think there will be. Here's one. Let me show you the other side. The other side are kind of more like solid-ish colors than this side. And I'll show you as we're going. The one fun thing is you can cut some of the flowers and leaves out with the dies. So that's the DSP. Let me set that aside. And then the embellishments, and you can get these free with a $50 order for 1 week only. I'm going to throw these in. These are called Loose Frosted Dots. Let me bring this up. They're really pretty. And they are flat on the back, which makes them easy to stick on with just a little dot of glue. But there's Pretty Peacock, Flirty Flamingo, and Daffodil Delight. That's the yellow that's in there. So they are really pretty. There's tons of them in there. Who knows how many? Does it even say? Well, if it says it down there, I can't read that. Anyway, there's a bunch. All right. I do need those. I'm going to keep those here. So let's get started stamping. Let me show you the first card we're going to make. It is this one. I want to bring it up close because do you see the shimmer and texture on this white? That is the textured shimmer paper that's in the mini catalog right now. And it's the white one that I used on there. So anyway, let's get started on that. I'm trying to watch comments over here, but I don't want to chat too much. There's my sweetie pie. I'm a whimsical wife. There you go. I like the word whimsical. And Deborah, hi Deborah. Oh, you like my nails. Thank you. I went with green for, it's March now, so St. Patrick's Day. This camera, look at that. It zooms. It focuses automatically. It's a document camera that Jimmy ordered for me that I hook into my computer. Anyway, it's pretty cool. Okay. I got to focus on what I'm doing. What am I doing? So, this is a half a sheet of Flirty Flamingo. Don't you love that name? Flirty Flamingo. I cut it long ways, 11 by 4 1/4, and I scored it at 5 1/2. This is So Saffron. Even though that yellow is not listed, it's actually Daffodil Delight. But look, the softer, there's so many shades of it. The softer color, I think, matches So Saffron really well. So let me stick this on. I better make sure there's nothing I'm supposed to wrap around or anything, because that's what I typically do is stick it down too fast. But no, there's not on this one. All right, so we're going to put the So Saffron onto our card base. And then this is a piece of the DSP that I cut. I'm going to put that on. Now, I think I have a brand new, yeah. Thought for a minute I was going to run out, but I remember refilling that yesterday, I think. I have been stamping away over there, though. I'm working on retreat projects. Those of you that are coming, Denise and I are so excited to see y'all in a few weeks. Okay, so there's the DSP. Now, we're going to, this I cut out, where are my dies? I'm going to show you. I did it ahead of time just to, because I'm just using my mini machine and this piece doesn't quite fit in there, so I did it ahead of time, but this is the die that I used to cut that out. Isn't that fun? I love that. I mean, this die set is worth it alone for that one, and this one's really fun. I'm going to use this one in a minute too. All right, and I'm actually going to use dimensionals to pop this piece up. So let's put, and again, this is the textured shimmer paper. It also in the package has balmy blue and shaded spruce, I think that's right. I'm going to put one mini. I got to find some minis. I didn't bring my mini dimension. I didn't think I needed the minis, but I actually want to put one right there to keep that from folding in. I don't usually use this many dimensionals, but because there's this open part, I feel like I need it. Pull all these off. All right. And now I just need to center this right here. This is the hardest part right now, centering this onto that. Okay. It looks pretty good. All right, so there we have that. Let's just set that aside because now we need to do some die cutting and such. Oh, there's my baby, Joy. Thanks, sweetie. Aren't you at work? I won't tell that you're watching me while you're at work. I mean, I am one of your clients, right? So you're just doing some, it's for work that you have to do some research and see what, I do here. All right, I'm bringing in my die cutting machine because we are going to cut out flowers out of this paper because it matches up. I hate it when both sides are warped, but that is the case here. All right, I need these two. Let me do this one first. So this is the smaller flower die. And I've got my handy dandy Post-it note tape. This is the best stuff, y'all. I'm doing a plug for Post-it note, but when you don't have a magnetic platform, it works great for holding your paper on and it doesn't tear it. All right, so let's put that on there. I always like it when we have DSP dies that match stuff in the DSP. That's always fun. Let's see if I got that somewhat cut straight. I think I did. Good enough. Okay, there's one flower down. And then we just need one more. We need the bigger one. Oh, Leslie, I didn't see you on there earlier. Oh, it's because you're playing. Oh, yeah, Leslie's going to be in Waco with us. Yay! I see. Who else on here is going to be in Waco? Is going to join us. Here's the hardest part is trying to figure out how this thing goes on here. There it is. It's not that hard, I guess. We're going to have fun at our retreat. This is the first. So Denise and I, have done a crafting. Well, we used to do retreats together a lot. But then we're doing cruises together, which is really fun. A bunch of you have been on that. And last I know, we still have just a few spots left. They haven't told us it's full, so I'm assuming it's not. But the last I knew, we had 5 spots left, crafting spots. But we are going to New England and Canada. If you haven't checked that out, please do. We had so much fun last year. We are so excited to do it again. And Leslie, you and Mike had better make it this time. I was so sad that y'all didn't get to go. All right, here's this flower. All right, there we've got our flowers. Let me just set all this. I'm going to keep that Post-it note tape handy because I'm going to use it again. Leslie, you're the one that gave me that Post-it note tape. It's awesome. Hi, Julie. Julie's going on the cruise with us. So excited. All right, so this flower is gonna go like right here. So yeah, these are so pretty, just cut right out of the paper. We're gonna use some dimensionals. Oh, and I did ahead of time cut a couple of the leaves out of that textured shimmer paper. Just to save time, I tried to do some things ahead of time. So when I'm doing my leaves, I kind of like to just go ahead and use, I just want dimensionals like kind of on this part. I like to like put them on the flowers first, and then I kind of tuck the leaves up underneath. It helps me to see where I want them to go if I just go ahead and stick this on here. So let's put that one on, and then dimensionals on this one. I hope that I'm in the frame. I have to really make myself watch the screen up here to see if I'm actually working, keeping my stuff in the, where y'all can see it. Okay. Oh, I see. Oh, Suzanne, I didn't see you. Hi, Suzanne. Thanks for all the birthday wishes, y'all. This is a fun way to spend my birthday with all of you that I wouldn't get to be with otherwise. Okay, now I'm just using a mini glue dot to tuck these leaves in here. I'll put one right here. And then, which sometimes I can't really tell which way they go. I think the leaves can go anyway. You know what I mean? Like which end is supposed to be out. I don't always know. All right, so I just put a couple of leaves there, and then I want to add, I'll do my ribbon last. I need to do a sentiment. We are actually going to stamp on this one little thing with this cute, cute font. It's my favorite thing about this stamp set is the font. This is from Stylish Shapes Dies. Y'all, they were out of stock for a while. They were back. I just saw they're back on low inventory, I think. So if you don't have these yet, you better get them quick. I love them. I don't know. I can't live without them, honestly. I say that, and then they better not take them away. Okay. Doing this in Flirty Flamingo ink. The Hooray It's Your Day. I did it kind of towards this end because it's part of it's going to tuck underneath. Oh, look, I'm going to have to lift that up a little bit. That's all right. Where's my adhesive? Right here. Just lift that up so I can tuck that under there a bit. Stick that down. Okay, and then we just need ribbon and embellishments. Put this back over here. This is the white crinkled seam binding ribbon, which I'm using on most of the projects today because it's just this, it goes with anything, and I think it looks pretty with this stuff. I'm not happy with that. I'm starting over here. I'm going to do my little bow tying lesson. I get asked this all the time. This one's so delicate, sometimes it's hard. I make a loop on one end, wrap around, keep my thumb in there, and then I tuck the other loop through and tie. Well, that one did not come out great, but it's this ribbon is very, very delicate to work with. But okay, let me trim the ends. Need a glue dot. Yep, Leslie, no COVID allowed this year. All right, and there's the bow. Now, where are my embellishments? The loose frosted dots. Again, you can get these free with a $50 order this week. Now, I would say my only negative on this is that they're loose and not on the little sheet with adhesive, because those are just so easy and convenient. But honestly, it's not, you get more of them this way, and it's not a big deal to add a little dot of liquid glue. I'm just going to go ahead and add all my glue everywhere I want it right here. See, I have the benefit of seeing my sample and knowing where I want these to go. And I'm using all of the Flirty Flamingo ones on this. So I'm going to put a large one right there in that flower. See, and then I'll do a large one on this one too. And if the glue globs out like that, it's okay, it dries clear. So no worries. I want another big one right up here. Need a smaller one. See, and the only thing is too, when you pick them up in there and then they're on the flat side, you gotta flip them over. But it's all good. And then I'll put one right here. There. Ta-da! That one's finished. Card number 1. Complete. I love the pink and yellow together. Very nice. All right. Let me set that one aside and we will move on to card number 2. I'll keep this handy so I can show them all at the end again. Let me move my tray and pull in another one. I don't have enough. I mean, I have this whole table. I say this every week. I have this whole table, and yet I need everything closer, so I feel like I just don't have enough room. Oh, I'm bringing in the emboss. We're going to emboss on this one. Heat emboss. Okay, here's card number 2. Hi, Gabby. Thank you very much. Okay, so we're going to do some embossing on this, which is super fun if you have never done it. But this set really actually looks really good embossed. It's a good one for that. All right, I'm going to start with a thick basic white cardstock and cut in half, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then I have a piece of the DSP right here. Nice, pretty, and peacock, which, y'all, you know what? I just know I kept those, because once I knew that sometimes ink colors will come back when they do a color refresh, I've been keeping my old ink pads. Well, I have dug around. I cannot find this one. And I have a feeling it's in a box in the very back of a closet upstairs that I can't get to. But when I pull out all my stuff from my big sale in May, hopefully I'll find it and pull it back out, because that must be where it is. So I couldn't use Pretty and Peacock ink because I can't find mine, and it's not available right now. So the white embossing worked great though. All right, so here's this piece that I cut out. Where's that die? I wanted to show you. This is what this cuts out. It's super fun. First I did it just like this, and I used glue, which is what I'm going to do to stick it on. So I thought, well, I'm going to try doing it with the adhesive sheets, but I decided that was going to be more trouble than it was worth, because it would be hard to peel it all off the back, I think. I just think putting some dots of glue on here is just easier. So I'm just mainly putting dots of glue on the dots, and then I'll put a little bit on some of the strips too. The thing is, oh no. Somebody's calling me or something. I don't even know what that sound was. I think it's like a messenger. Somebody calling me on Messenger or something. I don't know, but I can't answer right now. Okay. I apparently should have turned off all my sounds. All right, I may stick some more glue places here in a minute, but I'm going to go ahead and stick this down very carefully. Right here on the end, and I've got it cut at the 5 1/4 like I needed it. And I think my white that I cut this out of was 1.5 by 5 1/4 is what I did. And there it goes. I'm just going to stick it here. See, not that hard. But what I did on the other one is I just lifted a couple of places where it needs to be stuck here on the end and just stuck it down that way. And again, if you have some glue that you can see, don't worry, it'll dry clear. That one needs to be stuck. Okay, I think that's good enough. Oops, I pulled that up. All right, so there's that stuck down. Okay, here's the problem when I use glue. Now it's on my finger, so everything I'm touching, it's sticking. Let's see if I can get it off. All right, I'm going to set this aside. Oh, hold on. I got to get, I forgot to cut the white circle for this. But I can do it really fast. And y'all can hear me while I run over here to my, I knew I was going to forget something. But don't worry. I can do it really fast. Really, really, really fast. Keep talking amongst yourselves. All right. Ah! Through the thing. Okay. Coming back. So this is why it's good that I don't have my face cam on, so that you don't have to see me running around over there. All right. Here's the circle. This is from this Stylish Shapes again. And I am going to go ahead and stick that on just to have that done. Because I'm not stamping anything on it. I'm going to just put some popped up flowers on it in a minute. All right, and now I'm going to put it like about, oh, you know what I should do? Well, I'm going to do it. I need to emboss on here. I should have done that before I stuck anything down, but that's okay. I actually did it afterwards when I was making the card the other day too. No worries. I'll do that in a minute. All of a sudden, oh no. Oh, I hope that didn't cut me off when somebody called. Are y'all still there? I think everybody's still there. Let's say that you're still there. Hi, Shelby. There's my other baby. And Casey. Hi, Casey. Man, I should have it be my birthday every time I'm on here because I've got more people popping in today, which is fun. Okay, so heat embossing. Here's the deal. Oh, by the way, this cool little set, not the in powder, but all of this is a whole set that you can get. It's called, I meant to look up what it's called before I got on here, and it's available online, and it is the embossing toolkit or something like that. Embossing, I don't know. Look for embossing kit. I meant to look up the exact name, but I didn't. But anyway, it's awesome because you have a little tray for your powder. You've got a little brush where you can clean your tray and such. These tweezers are worth it alone because they're good for lots of things. The embossing buddy it gets the static out. So like you rub your paper before to get the static out. Then you stamp. Okay. We're going to do, I better look at what I'm doing. Where's my sample card? Here it is. Okay. Bill's on. Hey, Bill. Any word? Are you going to get released? He's in the hospital right now. Are you getting released today? I hope so. Okay, and you need to use, I need to talk about this. So if you've never done a heat embossing, you want to use a Versamark ink pad to do your stamping because it is a thicker ink that stays wet longer. And that's what you need because you've got to get the powder to stick to it. So as soon as you stamp, you want to immediately get your powder on there. Let me get back in the screen so you can see. So this is white embossing powder. You can get it in the, I think the basics set of powder. There's also a metallic set. And it doesn't matter, it all comes, you're going to scoop all this back up eventually, back into your jar. So you want to get the powder on there quickly. So see, it's on there. Let's see if you can see that, yeah. But I don't have to, I can set it aside for a minute before I actually emboss it. It's just you need the powder to stick. And then we're going to stamp the smaller one on here. I'm going to do two things on here. The smaller flower and I'm going to do the leaves. We can do them both at once. And then, whoops, let me get back on the screen. Dump on some more powder. And just kind of go back and forth. Make sure everything is stamped is covered. You tap off all the extra. You can blow off the extra. Just get that off of there. We're going to cut these out so it's not a huge problem if there's some on the paper. And while I've got the powder out, let me go ahead and do one more thing. The words that I'm going to do on the paper. Then we can do all of the heating at one time. So there's those. I just won't want to touch them because I don't want to get them messed up. And of course, if I had been really smart, which I'm not apparently, I would have stamped and done this before I stuck this all together, because it's gonna, when I heat it, it's gonna kind of warp the paper. I did actually do it before I stuck it to the card base yesterday, but this time I did not. It's okay. We're gonna make it okay. So we're gonna stamp the thank you, cute font right there. And this one we do want to be perfect because it's not cut out. So if you get some where you don't want it, you can use that brush. I feel like that stamp did something weird right there. I'm using the brush to kind of get some of that off. I probably slid a little bit when I stamped that. Let's see. I must have, but I can get that off. All right. We're going to call that good for now because I have a good sample anyway. And I'm just going to set this powder aside and I will clean this up later because we don't need to do that while everybody's on here. All right, stuff out of the way. Let me get this out of the way, and then we're gonna heat this up. So you do need, a heat tool. This is the Stampin' Up! Heat tool. And, oh gosh, I set that down. I hope I didn't brush that off. See, I just don't have enough workspace here on the camera. All right, so here we go. Bill, yes, the dies are available separately, but you probably would want the whole thing because it cuts out flowers and stuff. So you just heat it, turn it on, and start heating. It's going to take a few minutes for it to start getting hot, but see, once it does, I'm hoping you can see how that is changing. And my U is kind of messed up on here. Something, I think I slid or something when I was stamping it. You see it turns shiny. So as soon as you get it all shiny, you're going to stop. Because if you do it too long, then it will go flat. So let's do the flowers. Here's the large one. Oh, this is one thing. Oh, wait. This is one thing that the tweezers are good for. When it's something that's just going to, your hands are going to get too close to the heat. It does get really, really hot. I forget how many degrees. It's really, really hot. So you don't want your fingers. Okay, can y'all see how that's getting shiny? Magic. Magic. Love it. Let me do the last two right here. I love heat embossing. It's, you know, one of the first things that people get excited about, I think, in stamping is when they see heat embossing. All right. That is done. See, it doesn't really take a long time. You see that this is kind of warped now. See, I should have done that before I stuck it down. Because, see, on this one it's not because I stuck it down afterwards. But that's all right. It's all good. All right. Oh, I didn't use the embossing Betty on that part. That's part of the problem, right? I forgot. Okay, let me pull in my mini die cutting machine. And we're going to cut out the flowers. Oh, yeah, Leslie, I know. You know what? There's so many people that say that heat embossing is what got them started stamping as soon as they saw that. I agree. It's just so, it's so fun. And it is kind of magic. All right, so let me line this up here. And this flower here. And I didn't want to do the embossing, you know, ahead of time, just because I know that there could be new people that haven't seen that yet, and I just want to be sure. And that's the whole point of an online class, is teaching you how to do things. And if you're like me, it's always fun to see it again. So cut those out. You do want to make sure it's cooled off before you run it through your Big Shot, which it cools really fast in just a few seconds, but don't do it like immediately while it's still warm, or it'll, because it will smear, but it does dry really quickly. Okay, one more flower, the big flower. I'm trying to find somewhere to stick all this. The longest part of cutting these out is just swinging this thing around to make it match the flower. It's one of those ones. I'm going to put it over here too. All right. Run this through. And voila, we've got our flowers out. Okay, let's put this together now. Oh, hi, Lisa Norton. I see you're watching from Kentucky. Thanks for joining me. I know you're Deborah's sister-in-law, and hopefully I'll get to meet you when you come to visit. Y'all have to come by. At least just pop. I don't think I have a class then, but y'all should still pop by and say hello. Okay, so we're going to put the large flower right there, and then we're going to put the smaller flower. I love this one with these shades of blues, greens. Put this flower kind of like that. And then we need our leaves to be right under there. I'm just going to use a glue dot for the leaves. Like that. And then we need a bow. Pretend like this doesn't look ugly right here. It's not too bad, but it's not perfect. It's my fault for I didn't do the embossing buddy, and so I think some stuck in where I didn't want it to stick. Alright, so I made my bow out of this is the same white crinkled seam binding. And I'm gonna just stick that bow right there. I have a hard time making cards without bows or something on there because I love bows. Let me trim that a little more. Okay, and now some more embellishments. We're going to do the pretty peacock ones on this one. We need one in the center of the flower, and I'm going to do a couple here and here and here. And this is the take your pick tool. If you don't have one of those, you definitely need one. Oh, I almost touched that glue. Well, come on, buddy. Get on the right side. There it goes. We'll put this one right here. Let's see. I want another large one right here. And see, the glue is smushed up around it, but it'll dry clear. That's a yellow. I don't want the yellow. I want the pretty peacock. That is going to definitely show the glue right there. You get some of that glue off, even though it will dry clear. Oh, I should have brought a Kleenex or a wipe over here. Getting glue on me, and I don't like that. Flip that one over and put one right there. Okay, so there's that one. I'm going to bring in the good one that I didn't mess up on. There. Look, there's the good one. I need my cleanup because I've got to clean the Versamark off of these stamps because I'm going to use them on another one in a minute. So let's clean this. This is the Simply Chamois, which, hey, if you ordered last month with the code to get the free Simply Chamois, thank you, honey. I ordered those, and they should be in a couple days, and I'll get them mailed out to those of you that ordered them. All right, let me set those stamps aside because we'll need them. All right, card number 2 done. Let me look at my comments for a minute. Yeah, that's right, Leslie. That's what happens when you don't use your embossing buddy. You get little globs like that. And this, when you use it, you get a pretty embossed card. So that is so true. Yeah. Like a cooking show, yes. It's very magic. Okay. Let's set that card aside. Let me bring in my next project. This is going to be a little 3D project. One of my very favorite things to make next to cards is 3D things. So I made a little box for some, how many of you love this stuff? I really do. It's the banana Laffy Taffy. And I normally, if it's not chocolate, I don't want to mess with it, but I love these things. I love banana flavor. Now, when I send for those of you that order and get the project kit sent to you, I will include the candy. But I ordered some new Laffy Taffy. I'm not going to include this because this is, I don't know how many years old, and it's hard as a rock. So I won't put those in your project kits. All right, so let's make this. Let me bring this in. I have some more hard as a rock Laffy Taffy to put in my sample one. All right, first of all, I need to do a little scoring on this piece of cardstock. Oh gosh, I hardly have room to bring in my Simply Scored, but we're gonna do it because I want to show you. Let me clean up my workspace. We've got a mess here. Let me get some of this off of here. All right, Simply Scored, come on in. Here it is. If you do not have a Simply Scored, I don't know how you've been living without it because I use mine every day. I love it. So this piece of cardstock is, I want to see, it is 5 by 3. And we're just going to make a little box to go between these two tags. I'll show you in a minute. So I need it to be a 1/2 inch on each side, 1/2 inch scored. So at 1/2 inch and then 2.5 on that side. Then the long side, we need it at 2 1/4 and 2 3/4. And that's it. That's all the scoring for that. Super, super easy. And then we will just take our scissors and you'll just cut up on these slits. That one, and that one. And then we're going to fold on the score lines. Burnish with your bone folder. Like that. And then we just want to, you probably would want to use a strong adhesive for time's sake. Like you could use Tombow glue, you could use tear and tape. I'm just using my regular adhesive just to make it quick right now. Okay, so then I just put the little tabs in, and then you'll just stick those sides together like that. And then you just have this little box. And what I did is I cut out 2 of these tags using the Something Fancy dies. It's the largest one of this shape, and then there's a little die piece you put right up here at the top to cut that part off too. And I'm just going to put, I cut a 2x2 piece of the Designer Series paper that I'm going to put, got glue on my paper. That's what happens. I don't like that. 2x2, I'm just going to put that on one of the tags. That's going to be the front one. And now, like when I'm putting, I want the front, I like the seam where you can see to be at the back of something. So I'm going to make this be the front right here. And I am going to use just a little Tombow to put that on. you just want to line that right up with that. Hi, Sheila. Thank you. It's so fun seeing you all today and all the sweet birthday wishes. I really appreciate it. And then I'm going to put the other one on the back side. Just set it down so it can line up good. Okay. So there's that. Now we've got this is also from Something Fancy Dies. It's the smallest of this shape tag from that die set, and this is Petal Pink. And I am going to use Petal Pink ink. Leslie, it's your favorite color. She doesn't like Petal Pink. This is a fun stamp in that set. Is this little splatter stamp. I always like splatter stamps. And I'm just going to make Petal Pink splatters on the Petal Pink paper like that. Oh, I'm going to need that again. I'll leave it out. And then I am going to stamp in black so that it'll show up nicely. The I like you. That's a good stamp in there too. That's a fun one. I like you. I could say that about all of you. All right. So let's stamp that right here in the center-ish. Like that. Such a cute font. I know I've said that 500 times, but it really is. All right, now we've got a little scrap of, and I guess I could go ahead and, I'll go ahead and stick this on. I'm going to pop it up with some dimensionals. Just right there in the center-ish. I always say ish because I never get anything exactly in the center. Now we need Daffodil Delight ink and the Petal Pink ink again. I'm going to do two Daffodil Delight, these little bitty leaves from the stamp set. Let me clean. What did I do with my Stampin' Scrub? I had it over here. Ah, here it is. Not Stampin' Scrub, Simply Chamois, whatever it's called. Clean that off. And I'm going to do one in Petal Pink. So I do have to cut 3 of these out with the dies. Okay, set all that aside. And let me bring in my mini machine. The mini machine is very handy for times like this when you just need to be cutting some little things out. So I need to cut, and you notice that I don't know if you can see good on there, but it has a little hole right here. So when you cut out these leaves, you want to be able to see the stem in that little hole, which in this light I'm not sure I can see it, so we'll see if they come out good or not. I don't know. It may be in there, it may not. We're about to find out. Go, go. Oh, it wasn't too bad. It was somewhat close. Okay. Let's do 2 more. There's only, you know how some die sets have multiple dies of some of the little ones like this that you'd want a bunch of. This one doesn't, though. I'm wishing it did at this moment. I could have cut some of these out ahead of time, but where's the fun in that? All right, hopefully that stem is in there. I just can't, I could see fine when I was doing this yesterday at my desk. I just can't see good enough. My eyes are not that great. Okay, leaf number 2. Who's still out there? Oh, that one is not as good. See, I didn't get the stem that well on that one. This is why I should have cut some out ahead of time, because I really cannot see that stem, but I usually don't have any trouble seeing it. But it's live TV, right? So it is what it is. All right. Last one. Last one. That one's pretty good. All right. Let me set. I'm going to lose that little die in no time. I'm throwing stuff around my room in case you're wondering what all that racket is. All right, let's finish putting this together. We got our cute little leaves. The good thing is I'm going to put, well, both of my, I'm going to make this yellow leaf be on the bottom so that we won't see it as much. And I'm going to do this bottom one with a mini glue dot. Right there. And then we're going to do the petal pink one on top. Right there, like that. And then one more yellow one up here at the top. And I'm just using the little mini dimensionals. We'll put this guy right here. Okay, so there's our cute little, oh, we need embellishments. We can't forget the embellishments. We're going to use yellow. We need a dot of glue here. A dot of glue here. A dot of glue there. Casey, you do need to get into this. Totally. Seriously, come to a class. Didn't you? You came to one time. It's been a long time. Didn't you? Like at Market Street? Am I dreaming that? Yeah. Well, I've been doing some more classes over in McKinney at the Performing Arts Center down in the square, because Joy works there, and she gets me a deal, which is awesome. And it's a good space. Okay, so there I'd use the Daffodil Delight little dots. Okay, let's just put our candy in. Our old 5-year-old, whatever, Laffy Taffy. I promise yours won't be. Yours will be fresh so that you can eat it. Or you're supposed to give it away to somebody, but you know. A lot of times the treats never make it to give away. So now we're going to use some of the white seam binding. And I think I saw Betty on here. Hi, Betty. Thank you for the birthday wish. All right, Casey, I'm going to hold you to it. I want to see you register for something coming up. I'm not doing one in March, but I'll probably do one again over there in April. My time is kind of limited this month for events. Okay, so there is our ribbon. All right, so there's our little treat. Yay. All right, 3D project done. All right, we got one more. I've got one more project to show you. I knew I'd go a little longer today because I was doing more projects, but I thought, why not? It's fun. Okay, let's see here. I need to scroll this down. I suddenly can't see. Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you, y'all, for the congrats about the baby. I'm so excited. We're having our first 2 grandbabies this year, and 4 months apart. The first one's coming April 17th. The second one's going to be coming in August, at the end of August, and we're so excited. So excited. Okay, let me show you the 4th and final project we're going to make is another card. And this one, I went outside the sweet colors. I didn't use the designer series paper that goes with the sweet because I wanted to show that you can just get a totally different look by using the stamps and dies without the paper and do something different. And I'm doing kind of a fun technique on here too. So let's do this one. It is lots of fun. Okay, the first thing I want to do is, let me set this where I can see it over here. Okay, so I embossed a 5 1/4 by 4 inch piece of basic white with brand new embossing folders. So on the online exclusives, we also have this. You can only find these online in that online, I can't say that very much, online exclusive section on the online store. That's a lot of online. There is a pack of 3 3D embossing folders. They're called Basics 3D embossing folders. They are awesome. I love these. One of them's this dot that that's the one I use there. One of them's this crosshatch design, which let me show you the piece we're going to use it on this card also. This is the crosshatch one. Yeah, there you can see it. And then there's this one that kind of looks like stars. And they're all 3 really great. They're 3D, make a really nice impression. So that's what I have on here. And now we're going to use the little mini blending brushes, the small blending brushes with 3 colors of ink. I'm using Granny Apple Green, Coastal Cabana, and I always want to call that Positively Pink. That's an old Stampin' Up! Color. Polished Pink. This color combo is one of my favorites. I love bright colors, and I love these colors. So I'm just going to kind of rub, and these are actually, if you don't have the blending brushes, I don't know if you can see it, but it is not a foam. It is actually a very fine bristle brush. They're very cool. So I am just gently rubbing it on my ink pad in a circular motion. I always like to start off on my scratch paper because you don't want to get just one giant dark blob. It's better if you just kind of start gently off. So I'm going to do a little pink there. Again, I'm start kind of off. I'm going to do a little bit up here. And let's see, I'll stop with that for a minute. Then I want to do a little Coastal Cabana. Start off here. Do some down here. I think I need a little more. So I'm just brushing this on in a circular motion. Do a little down here. A little up here. Then we're going to add some Granny Apple Green. And these do just rinse. You can just rinse these under the sink. You can get enough of them where you just have a different one for every color if you wanted. I typically just rinse mine off and reuse them, even in a different color. But it would be handy to not have to do that and just keep the colors. I want to make a little more pink right here in this little blank spot. All right, I think that's good. So we just have a cool, colorful background. Let me close up these ink pads. I love Laffy Taffy too, Gabby. One of the few things I love that isn't chocolate. All right. Now this is the polished pink cardstock. It's 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, scored at 4 1/4, and I'm going to add this on here. I think I want it this direction. All right, stick that down. And then this is that embossed with the crosshatch piece. I'm going to put it across the middle. I want it slightly above the middle, just a little bit. All right, Put that down. All right, now we got to do a little bit of coloring and stamping. I'm going to use my black memento, and I need 1 large flower in black. And 1 small flower. So I wanted to show that you can also color this in. Even though it has a thick line, it still looks really cute colored in. So let's bring in our Stampin' Blends. First I've got the dark Daffodil Delight that I just want to color the little middle thingies. Little, you know, they have a technical term, I'm sure. But I'm calling them the little thingies. So let's get those colored. Okay. And the big flower I want it to be Coastal Cabana. We do not have Coastal Cabana blends. So I'm using the light Bermuda Bay for the darker color, and then I'm using the dark Pool Party for the lighter color, and they match fairly well with they kind of make a Coastal Cabana color, so that works out pretty well. And I'm just kind of coloring over those the lines that are on there. Now I'm going to go over all of it with the dark Pool Party. And I think it matches Coastal Cabana pretty well. Coastal Cabana is one of my favorite colors. I kind of hope they don't take that one away when they do a refresh, but who knows. But I wish that they had blends in all of the colors. I guess some of them are similar enough they decide that we don't need them in all, or I don't know if they can't make them in all. I have no idea why. But I would like them in all colors. Okay, so there's the blue flower. And then for the pink, I actually am using polished pink, the light and the dark, because we do have polished pink. We have all the in colors have a blend. At least right now they do. So I'm just going over that dark, the lines kind of with the dark. Now I'm going to color over with the light. I haven't looked at the comments while I'm coloring, but I will in a minute. Okay. I get kind of quiet when I'm coloring. I know, that's a miracle for me to get quiet, isn't it? I kind of want a little bit more of this dark color, because I feel like the dark, it matches the best. Just add a little dark, blend that. The key with the blending is to always go over the dark with the lighter color. And the more you go over it, the more it blends. All right, that's good enough. That looks good. Let's put those aside. Let's cut those out quickly. We can do them both at the same time. Oh, I think I took off the cutting plate. That's not good. Let's put this one on. I have to do the swirl around thing, spin around to find the way that it goes. Looks like that's pretty good. I have another piece of tape somewhere here. So everybody tells me that having grandchildren is the best, and I can't wait to find out. I hear it's so much better than having kids. I'm assuming because we get all the fun part, we get to play with them, love on them, and send them back home for their parents to raise them. We know the one coming in April, Hallie and Michael's baby, is a boy. His name is Ellis James. And then Joy and Brady's, that's coming in August, we do not know yet, but guess what? They're going to tell the family this weekend. We're having a fun little family gender reveal party where they're going to tell us what it is. So I can't wait to find out. I'm so excited. So excited. All right, so those are cut out. Do I have this going the right way? Yep. All right, so we're going to put the big flower up here. Whoa. Do it kind of right up here, like that. And then the smaller one. You know, and I'm looking at this card now. I did not do any ribbon on this, and now I'm kind of wishing I had done the black and white gingham. I think it would be cute with this. Of course, I think that ribbon is cute with everything. I may be a little addicted to it. Wait, I want to turn this a little more this way. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. It's fine. And then I did cut out ahead of time some of the leaves in Granny Apple Green. So let's stick these on. Let's see. I'll do this one right up under here. And then this one right there, like that. And we'll do one up here at the top as well. Like that. Okay, now we just need some words. Before I stamp on that, I am going to use, this is the I think it's Pick a Banner die, I believe is the name of it. And I'm going to use the banner. You can do a banner or this side. I just want to punch a banner at the end, one end. So I just slide that in there and punch. Make it a quick and easy little banner. And so now I'm going to stamp the hello. I love the hello. It's one of my favorite out of this set. It's nice because you can use that card for anything. Just going to stamp it at the end in black. And this is the polished pink cardstock. And I just want to cut this a little bit. I'm going to tuck it up under, so I'll leave a little space. Lift that up a little bit. We'll tuck it right here. Like so. Okay, and embellishments, and then we're done because I did not do ribbon on this one. I'm going to use the pink again. And I'm just putting two on here, right up here. Doop, doop. Are y'all still with me? Those of you that stuck with me, I appreciate it. I know it's long today. So put two of those right there and right there. All right, I believe that that one is done. All right, I'm going to bring them all three back in. I mean, all four. There's four today, not three. I'm going to bring all of our projects back in so y'all can see them all again. So here's the four projects. So this is what, let me go over again. Oh, thank you. Thanks, everybody. I'm so glad y'all like them. Yay, and you're still here. You stuck with me. Thanks so much for watching. So just want to remind you that the host code that's on the screen up there you have from today through next Tuesday, the 7th, If you place a minimum $35 order, I'm going to send you these 4 project kits with the pre-cut things. It won't be stamped, so you will need to use your own stamps and ink. But I'll send the pre-cut project packets. And then if your order is 50 or more, I will send you all of these. Plus, I will send you a full package of the loose frosted dots embellishments as well. So thanks y'all so much for watching and for spending my birthday with me. It made me super happy to see all of you on here, and I appreciate it so much. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and a wonderful week. And I will see you next week right here at the same time, same place. So have a great, great day, everyone.